Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning into this video. In this video, we're going to talk about P for pacing. P for pacing from the S.P.E.A.K acronym. Pacing is super important because if you don't know how to pace, you won't know how to create emotion. You won't know how to create energy, and you won't know how to create authority. So you've got to know how to use your voice kind of like a conductor uses an orchestra. It's very important to think of it that way. The example that I like to give is if you had a choice to go and see a concert from one of two guitarists, which one would you choose? Would you choose the guitarist who spent their whole career mastering playing one note at the same rhythm perfectly, so that all they did through the whole concert was go of course not. That would be terrible, right? You'd lose it. Now, would you rather go see a guitar player who spent their whole career and all of their practice time mastering how to pull emotion out of the instrument, so that they play beautiful solos and beautiful melodies and sweeping refrains full of passion and fire and romance and heartbreak and tenderness? Obviously, you're going to pick number two. We all are. And that's because we want emotional content. How do we deliver emotional content? Well, it's less from the words than you might think. It's far more from the way we deliver the words. Think about how many different ways you could say the words, "I love you." You could say it where it made somebody feel like you loved them. You could say it so that it made somebody feel like you were disgusted by the fact that you loved them. You could say it so that somebody would feel like it was funny that you just discovered you loved them, and on and on and on. And it would all come down to delivery, pacing, tone of voice, these kind of things. So for pacing, I want you to remember three fundamental ideas. You need to be able to embody the lover, the warrior, and the teacher. The lover, the warrior, and the teacher. Now, how does the lover talk? Well, the lover draws you in seductively with a voice that maybe has a little whisper to it, and it's intimate, it's seductive, it's just between the two of you. How does the warrior talk? The warrior speaks their truth. They stand tall. They have conviction. How does conviction show up? It shows up in enunciated words, spoken powerfully, with space in between the words when appropriate. And then how does a teacher speak? A teacher announces, a teacher shares, a teacher informs. And all of this has to do with the way the voice is projected. It has to do with the inner stance, the inner posture that we take when we're speaking, and how it comes out through our mouths, through our voices. So remember the lover, the warrior, and the teacher, and pace your voice accordingly. And don't forget this, by the way. When it comes to silence, there has never been a powerful, important, charismatic person in the history of people who was afraid to make other people hang on their every word, right? Don't be afraid to use silence to create tension. That's P for pacing. You're going to go a lot deeper into it in the accompanying coaching call, but that's the idea. The lover, the warrior, and the teacher that I want you to remember as you're going through all this, okay? See you in the next video.